This 15-minute training session will delve into the art of creating impactful PowerPoint presentations tailored to professional settings. I am Whitnee Fountain, a communication scholar and trainer for today's session. I aim to equip college students and workplace leaders with the skills necessary to craft visually compelling presentations that effectively communicate ideas.
I'm going to ask each of you questions. We'll watch a short video that I edited. Ask you questions about the video, review, and do an activity, and then I will give y'all all an opportunity to ask me questions. Sam, what challenges or difficulties have you encountered when using PowerPoint for academic or professional purposes?
I would say like having a good professional looking, slide deck, like making it all look very uniform and well put together, look at more professional and less amateur-esque.
Rita, how can PowerPoint be leveraged to enhance learning or communication in an academic or professional setting?
I would say less wordy and add more like videos or graphics instead of just words on the PowerPoint.
Monique, can you share any strategies or techniques you have used to keep your audience engaged during a PowerPoint presentation?
Yeah, so similarly to what Rita said, I think it's just having less words. And then I've also incorporated videos in my presentations.
Mm-hmm.
And I've even incorporated games. Like I've had Jeopardy to where we have like testing knowledge. And I think that keeps like the audience engaged.
Now, this is one of the top 3 universities in the world advising their students and their teachers on how to build great PowerPoints. I received this from a customer, and you've got to be semi-blind in order to even have something like this in the company. This one was awarded the prize of being the worst PowerPoint delivered by a public CEO in 2010. If you've delivered a presentation with something like that behind you, 90% and what you said was gone within 30 seconds. Now, my objective for this evening, for these 18 minutes, is to give you 5 design principles that will cognitively and psychologically optimize your PowerPoint slides. The first one of these 5 is one message. We've got a lot of issues in here, but let's start with the first one. You got 2 messages. Let's move one of them out of the way and just bring one message per slide. Go to working memory. This equation has the basis of John Sweller and Meyer. And they come to the conclusion that there is something in our brain called the redundancy effect, and it works like this. If you have text, sentences on your PowerPoint, and you persist with the annoying idea of speaking at the same time, what will be remembered by the audience is 0, or very close to 0. Pull down your text into the documentation field and use the area up there for the presentation material. Short, sweet bits of text and an image. That is what enhances your image. That is what enhances your message. Come to the third of these 5 principles, and that's size. Where is your eyes drawn to? Well, I can see that they're drawn to constantly to the headline. Now, how often is the headline the most important part in a PowerPoint? It's very rare. Do you see how your eyes now fall down into the content? Now they're sucked into the headline, and now they're fallen down into the content. Number 4, contrast. For instance, if I show you a list like this, your eyes are all over the place because you don't really know what to focus on. So I'll use a built-in functionality into PowerPoint which goes like this. I'll show you the first subject. I'll take it away with contrast and I'll show you the second one. And I'll do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. You're now following exactly the white spot. Your eyes are all over the place. You don't know what to focus on. But I just apply the principle of contrast and it looks like that. And suddenly you know exactly what to focus on. The majority of companies on this earth today, they persist in having white backgrounds in PowerPoint. Oh, it's bright, it's shiny. If I do this, your eyes relax. You focus on me. I always have been, and I always will be, the presentation. That is my visual aid. Moving into the last principle, that is objects. How many objects do I have here? If you count them quickly, you'll see that I've got 16. The magical number is 6. It's not 5, it's not 7, it's 6. If you've got more than 7 objects, or 7 or more objects, you have to be aware that all the people in there, they have to use 500% more energy and cognitive resources to understand what's in your PowerPoint. 16 objects. Can we agree that that's too many? Yes, we can. And this is where your brain goes, It's going to go like this. Words are going to come up. I'm going to ask you to scream them out as loud as you can as we go along. How many messages are you supposed to have per slide? 1. Very good. What can we use to steer focus? Yes, and another one. Well done. What should we avoid using if speaking at the same time? Beautiful. And what should we strive? What kind of background should we have? We should have dark. And finally, now you can say it. How many objects per slide? 6. That is magnificent. Thank you very much.
The first slide, the title small. I go to the first point and it's bigger than the title. And I made the first point transparent and went to the second one. To go over what he was talking about, he says to have one message, no sentences, keep the pay attention to the size of everything, use contrast, and limit the amount of objects you have on your PowerPoint. Okay, so I wanted to ask y'all if you can help me correct this slide.
I would make each specific thing a slide.
So
I
that's
would make
one
the title
thing.
smaller.
And change the
title
back.
smaller and change the background. So he said contrast. So I'll make the words white and we'll make the background black. Maybe I will ask y'all, what do you suggest instead of making many pages for this?
I would remove the information that's after each one.
And there we go. So that's how we would do that. And I mean, yeah, if you're gonna make multiple slides, like you said, like I told y'all, it's gonna take you a lot of slides to make this type of effect where you can make the words look contrasted. What did the training entail?
How to be more effective with it.
How to more effectively use it in academic and professional settings.
How were the training objectives made clear for the participants?
I would say that you started off with just informing us of, you asked us questions. Like you said, you're going to ask us questions and then watch the video and then continue from there. So it was more informed us.
Give us like an overview at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did the trainer implement the training objectives as sensory?
I would say through the video. I get what you're trying to do to engage us through sight and hearing through a video and visuals.
I'd also add that like asking us questions at the beginning kind of helps get everyone's mind thinking about the subject matter.
What, if anything, could the trainer have improved upon to enhance the delivery of this training as sensory? Technology practice.
That was the only thing that came up for me.
Yeah.
Technology.
Technology.
But I feel like
to be every time.
technology fails all the time when we're in meetings.
Yeah.
What did you learn from this training about training that will inform future training sessions you lead?
I would again kind of point that like asking people questions at the beginning was a really great way to like kind of introduce the subject matter.
Like give like an agenda beforehand.
Yeah, like an agenda or overview.
And what else would you like to share that you have not shared yet?
I mean, I might be a little biased, but I think that it was overall really great. It's just short, simple, to the point. There's not, you're not just like elaborating on, because sometimes people go too much when they're explaining something and being informative. So I thought it was good.
And that part where you asked us to fix the PowerPoint, that was good.
Thank
Yeah,
you
the like
very
activity
much.
was a nice addition.